Well, hello there.
Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Fabulous.
So it's Kevin Johnson from Victoria Centre. So I'm in the proud position to be the manager of Victoria Centre, which is an incredible honour. This place has got such a legacy in the town, and I'm so pleased to have the opportunity to further that legacy and face new challenges and a new environment and a new world which seems to be recreated almost every week these days. But right now we're preparing for our Christmas, and preparations are in full swing, and we've still got an awful lot to do, but it's actually really good fun, so we don't mind that. So on Saturday from 2 o'clock till 5, we've got our Christmas party, although it's not actually just Christmas. This is an interfaith Christmas party, and it's very much there for all of the communities, all of the religions, people with no religion at all, but actually it's really for the kids, it's for the children. We do have St. Nicholas coming, and he's going to be doing your traditional St. Nicholas things of listening to the kids, seeing if they've got any exciting things on their lists, handing out some presents. We've got a bouncy castle, so that's going to keep the 6 children at a time entertained. We have our safety rules on this, but we'll be circulating them, and I'd like to say we'd tire them all out, but you know the kids, they got so much energy. We'll tire out the adults first. Mince pies, vegan mince pies, of course. Hot and cold drinks for everyone. Parents, please do come along. It's not a creche. You can't just drop your kids off. You've got to stay and enjoy it yourself. So for the adults, we've also got the council coming. They're going to have a table, and they're going to give you a chance to have a say about what's going on in the town, what you'd like to go on, what you'd like to be happening in the town. And it's going to be really good fun. I will also mention that Glamis Hall has its Christmas party at the same time. The town is big enough for the 2 of us. We don't need to compete on these things. So I wish Glamis Hall the very best, and I would go and attend myself if I wasn't so busy.
The good news on that, Kevin, is that people can come to Glamis Hall first for 9:30 and then get to you later in the afternoon for 2, can't they?
That's right. They might even see 2 Father Christmases, which would be an interesting experience. Anyway, so we got arts and crafts of various sorts, Christingle making, diva lamps, paper lantern making, menorah colouring in, and then we got some. We're going to be doing Christmas carols, so we're going to have traditional Romanian and Ukrainian Christmas carols here. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if I can get a choir together. We are trying, so this may be pre-recorded stuff, but you're not going to see the traditional "So Here It Is, Merry Christmas" stuff. We're going to have music from around the world, from many different cultures. It's going to seem Christmassy in some respects, but it's going to seem appropriate for other observances and celebrations and such. We've got some really good Sikh music, which I've been listening to today. So if you want to hear different music, come along and see what we're doing. It's going to be good fun. We're only running from 2 o'clock till 5, so the sooner you arrive, the more fun you can have. So come along. Now, apart from that, just to let you know what else is happening in Victoria Centre, we've got, of course, our continuing ICNA process, which is the International Centre for New Arrivals. So if anybody needs any help, especially if they're migrants or new to the area, then we've got an awful lot of bureaucracy busting services we can offer. And this means that you get set up with the right levels of universal credit. We can get you references for landlords. We can get you set up with your banking. If you've got problems with the officialdom in any way, we can look into it. And we know, within our team, most things. And sometimes we find something new and we learn it and then help you with it too. So that's there. It's also for people who have been in the country for generations. If you've got site issues, if you're not happy using computers, we can help you to bust bureaucracy as well. So any reason you've got, we can help. For the kids, we've got a stage skills workshop. We run it every 2 weeks. Our next one is going to be on the, let me just check the calendar here, is on the 19th of December, and then we'll be doing more about every 2 weeks through the new year. And we're having a great deal of fun. We've got about 10 kids coming along at the moment. We've got a capacity for up to 30. So if you want your kids to be on the stage and they're between 8 and 13, sign up, come along, and we've got some real talented volunteers who will show them how to do that. We've also got Dungeons and Dragons. Now this is 18 plus, and we will be getting a younger age group through after this has become more established. And this has been a fantastic learning experience for me. We've got a small band, only three traveling together at the moment, and they're, you know, a couple of ne'er-do-wells, and then there's somebody who's a bit more outstanding. He used to be a city guard, so he's got some standards. And they've gone off and they're traveling. They've got a small adventure going on. They were asked to do some crime solving because they needed money, and they kind of solved the crime, and they found that all these things have been stolen by some lizard men. And I have to say, the lizard men were given every opportunity to surrender peacefully. Unfortunately, they chose violence, so there was a bit of an incident. All seems to have ended well. We now have to search the caverns that these stolen goods were kept in. We may find some people tied up. They might be people who could join our band. Could this be you? So if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons, you're 18 plus, come along, sign up, and find out how the adventure goes.
And that's with the many flavours of Wellingborough, of course.
And that's with the many flavours of Wellingborough.
Fabulous. Would you like to tell us about your Warm Tuesdays as well?
Yes, absolutely. We have got most Tuesdays, we're doing a warm room. You can come, you get free food between 10 and 4 o'clock. We've got some games led by Edel Trout, and if anyone knows Edel Trout, she's got some fantastic games, which I've never seen before. She comes from Germany, and she brings traditions that they're new to me and fun, and we really should make them local traditions too. So we've got that. We've got jigsaw puzzles, and I hadn't realized they're so addictive. People start a jigsaw puzzle, and then people start gathering around and sort of, oh, here's the piece you wanted. And it's like, okay, it gets very competitive.
I like doing that, yeah.
But there's that, there's chat, there's company, we're bringing in different agencies, different organizations who can also talk to you. In fact, I want to get the eco group along and have a chat about how we can all be more eco-friendly and how we can try to change the world and make it better. So we're going to have presentations, games. It's really good. And if that's not good enough, we're also going to be opening a Saturday warm room in January. So watch our Facebook page, you'll see the adverts going up there, and that's going to be the same and maybe even better, because on Saturdays we'll have other options and things that we can do that we can't do so easily in midweek. So there's an awful lot going on. Last thing I will mention, we've got a Sunday service every Sunday of the year. This is by a group, they're a gospel group, and they do some real fire and brimstone preaching. If that's what you want to do, it's open to all. Come along 10:30 on a Sunday morning, and you'll be welcomed into the group, and that's a lot of fun. They're great people, and they were one of our first bookings after we opened up from COVID, so I've got a particular warm spot for them as well.
Now, it's a fabulous place, the Victoria Centre. It's got lots of character and lots and lots going on. So thank you very much for telling us about all that, Kevin, and do have a lovely Christmas.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. I fully intend to do that by helping other people have a lovely Christmas too. So have a great Christmas too.
Yeah, happy Christmas, mate. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Bye-bye.
More interest.